Good evening, Roy. What were your reflections of that? You've officially secured Premier League survival for another season. I imagine you must be very proud.
Yes, very pleased, Dave. And, to be honest, I'm not really worried about it at any stage. And even since we've been stuck for a couple of weeks on 38 points, it's still not really occurred to me that we're likely now to find ourselves in the relegation scrap. But you're quite right. It is nice to get over that line, over the 40-point mark as well. So delighted today.
You've always said, though, that it's no mean feat to keep staying in the Premier League. I mean, when you did it it's going to be 9 seasons now next year. That's not a bad thing for a club like Crystal Palace, who over the last 30 years have kind of floated between the two divisions.
No, I agree entirely. And what's more, we've done it with a group of players really who, have been very faithful to the club, very loyal. The bulk of them were here when I came, and 1 or 2 others who actually weren't here when I came, like Kouyaté and Jordan Ayew, they came 7 or 8 months after my arrival. So there's an awful lot of players really who we're grateful for their incredible efforts over not just the 4 years where I've been in charge of the team, but even before that. And, the club has wanted to invest more. The club has wanted to help out, but we haven't been able to do that so far. But, let's hope now that will come about, and some of these guys will get a little bit of a boost, if you like, from 1 or 2 new faces coming into the club, just like we've had a boost from the new face of Benteke, who I'm sure you'll mention.
I was about to mention him just now. Word on him. I mean, an assist and a goal, a great bit of footwork and movement in front of you on that near touchline before embarking on that run that led to his second goal. I mean, he was outstanding today. Yeah,
he was very, very good, wasn't he? He's had a difficult period. I mean, it's a bit of a baptism of fire when you play 3 games in a row, and it's Chelsea, and it's Man City, and it's Leicester. It's not as easy sometimes to get on the ball and show your silky skills in the same way that he was able to do today, where there was a little bit more space in the midfield for him. But we know that that's the quality he possesses. We constantly preach to him that, we want to see that quality, and we'll back him up, and we're not going to criticise him if he tries it and it doesn't come off. And I thought that today the team benefited in particular from that, because he was bold when he got the ball. He drove forward with the ball, which we know he can do. He stayed on the ball. He wasn't looking to release it as soon as he got it. And of course, he got his reward with the assist and the goal, and we got our rewards for his good play.
Have you seen enough of him this season to convince you that he can improve and go on and become the player that you want and expect him to be?
Oh, yes. He's done well enough already, as far as I'm concerned. I think that, if you ask me, are you happy with Benteke this season? Of course, I say absolutely. He's done well for us, and we're sitting on 41 points, and he's more than played his part in getting to that stage. But it is his first season coming from the Championship, and you expect people to need a bit of time to get fully adjusted to play at this level, especially with the vast gulf in the league between the top 2 or possibly 3 teams in the league and, the teams near the bottom of the table. There is a gulf, unfortunately. We can't deny it, and it doesn't get smaller every year, that gulf, partly because clubs continually buy very, very good players, and unfortunately you can't anymore beat them by your organisational work rate, because their organisational work rate is every bit as good as yours.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Thank you. We'll go to Paul Rowan, Summertime.
Hello, Roy.
Hello.
Roy, I remember you once bemoaning the fact that Wilfred Zaha had played for the Ivory Coast rather than England. Eze is in a similar dual situation. Is it too early to say that England should try to snap him, get him up and get him enlisted for England? And also, but if that's a silly question, what about the fact that maybe he'll take some of the pressure off Zaha if he keeps the pressure up? If he keeps up this kind of performances for Palace?
Well, I don't know about taking the pressure off Wilf Zaha. I hope he puts pressure on Wilf Zaha to raise his level of performance to the sort of level that we saw from Messi today. So that would interest me more than contemplating whether or not he's going to take pressure off Will. When it comes to nationality, I've got to be honest with you, I've never given it a thought. I suppose that every a black player from South London will have roots somewhere. But at the same time, he's been playing regularly for the England under-21s, and I've just automatically assumed that that's where he sees his career in trying to play for England, and he'll keep fighting for a spot.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Great vote, please.
Hi, Roy. Yeah, you said that it was. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you said that it was as his first season with you. Do you expect interest in him this summer?
Oh, I've not really thought about that either. These are all good questions, but I mean, it's not occurred to me. We've only just signed him, and it was quite an investment for our club, to pay 15 and 5 in add-ons. That's quite a big investment for us. I wasn't contemplating that it would be an investment which would last one season, then he would move somewhere else. So I hope that's not the case. And I'm pretty sure the club will work very, very hard to make certain that any interest in him will be warded off, because we brought him into the football club to play for us and to make us better. We didn't bring him into the club in order to make some small profit on the transfer at the end of the first season.
Are there any other questions, please? No, if not, we'll call it a day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Roy. All the best.
All the best.